In the vast, war-torn plains of ancient China, the battlefield echoed with the sounds of clashing swords and the cries of warriors. The formidable Qin's great general Ouki, a towering figure with a calm yet commanding presence, wore ornate armor and carried a massive glaive. His presence alone was enough to inspire his army and strike fear into the hearts of their Zhou enemies. Amidst the chaos, a figure emerged, Houken, the martial artist known as a Bushin. Also wielding a huge glaive and mounted on his horse, Houken's aura of invincibility was palpable. At a distance, he threw its spear to Ouki, to which Ouki evaded. They began to fight, and though at first it seemed like Ouki's strength had waned in the 9 years since his beloved's death by Houken, his wrath was unleashed, and they continued fighting. To Houken's amazement and bewilderment, he was being beaten back by Ouki, whose strength began to overwhelm his own. Ouki was about to deal the final blow when he paused, noticing the arrival of Riboku and his army. Riboku, a prominent military strategist and general from the Zhou state, renowned for his exceptional tactical prowess and often considered one of the most brilliant minds on the battlefield, appeared on the scene. As they continued their fight, inflicting serious wounds on one another, both Houken and Ouki were at a stalemate until the Qin general broke the blade of Houken's weapon. Ouki was about to deliver the finishing blow when an arrow from Gika pierced his back, halting his attack. This allowed Houken to exploit the opening and pierce through Ouki's chest with his broken glaive, inflicting a fatal wound. Despite his mortal wound, Ouki, with a final surge of strength, slowly pressed his own glaive down towards Houken's neck, overpowering him before succumbing to his injuries. In the midst of the turmoil, Shin, a young slave who had become a tenacious warrior, rushed to Ouki's side. Quick on his feet, he helped the gravely wounded Ouki mount his horse, and together they made a desperate escape. As the sun began to set, casting a golden hue over the blood-stained battlefield, Ouki, mounted on his horse and now at the brink of death, imparted his final commands. With a great general's authority, he passed the command of the army to his loyal subordinate, Tao. To Shin, he entrusted his legendary glaive and his unwavering ideals. Ouki's final words were filled with wisdom and hope, urging Shin to carry on their legacy and protect their people. As his life faded away, the spirit of the great general lived on through his successors, their hearts ignited with the fire of his ideals and courage.